What's good? This is a what if Deku was the son of Alex Mercer, alright? Okay, let's get this started. So we begin where Alex was supposedly absorbed by James Heller. I hope y'all already played the game to know the story. This junk is old as shit, so y'all should really know. But that's besides the point. Alex was supposedly absorbed by James Heller. And during that time, Alex was only getting stronger and stronger as James Heller was absorbing those black-like fools. Until eventually Mercer finally breaks out of this imprisonment from James Heller. It takes over his body and becoming his original form as you see on the screen. So, for some odd reason, Alex decides to go to Japan. Not sure why. That's up to you guys to decide because, I mean, this is a what if Deku joint. And I gotta get out of Mercer, Japan somehow. Anyway, most of the folks in the My Hero verse knows about Alex Mercer and what he did in, where was that fool, New York? Whatever. Prototype's version of New York. And how dangerous he is. And knowing, and somehow Nezu caught word of Alex Mercer coming to Japan, and he sent All Might to deal with him. Oh my. All Might don't know what he's in for. So, while tracking Alex Mercer down, well, Alex is pretty much making it easy for them since he's not really absorbing people and he's honestly jumping around, just jumping, gliding all over the place in Japan because, you know, why the hell not? Alex Mercer enjoying himself, jumping around, whatnot, finally free from Heller's imprisonment, and deciding not to do that bullshit he did in part 2. Because, you know, giving people his power kind of just screwed him over in the end. So he's pretty much done with that. So he's jumping around, gliding, whatnot, checking out Japan, see what he can do for now. Until he feels a big ass fist hitting him right out of nowhere. We already know it's All Might. Well, Alex, though as strong as he is, still gets flown back because he's not really in his most heaviest form. We already know what it is. He flies back and crashes into a building. Sorry about that. Like I said, flies back. It crashes into a building. Quickly getting his bearings, he gets up and he sees All Might right in front of him. Now, Mercer, who's not too happy right now, just comes in with those big ass those glove hammer fists, big ass hammer fists, and he is just going in on All Might, and All Might is going in himself. And everyone around the city just feeling these waves and waves of energy. Waves of energy. Watching both Mercer and All Might duke it out. Of course, it's really a one-sided fight, seeing as most folks would know how strong Mercer is. Yeah, his punches can't really change the weather, but most of the techniques he has can legit one-shot All Might. But Mercer's not trying to do that. He's just trying to leave New York and try and chill in Japan. So as they're going at it, most of the other heroes are around and they're seeing how this is a bit too destructive, because it's just with all this bashing and crashing in that big ass building they're in, most of the debris is falling on the civilians, and the heroes are trying to do their best to keep them safe. And All Might, seeing how this is kind of destructive and getting some civilians killed, he wants to try and end this. Mercer not really caring, because All Might is barely doing shit to him. Decides to just run away. There's no point in, if I just kill the number one, I can if I want to kill the number one hero. If I do that, I'll just get a hell of a lot more attention on me, and I already got enough of that. Folks already know me on the news. They know what I did. But it don't matter. Alex Mercer leaves. Top speed. All Might tries to go after him, but it's pretty much too late, because Alex Mercer just grabs some random person, absorbs them, and just transforms away. And after that, All Might basically loses him, and Alex Mercer is scot-free for now. So let's say a week or two after that little incident, Alex is roaming the streets. Not disguised or anything. He's just walking the streets, doing whatever the hell he wants, because folks know who Alex Mercer is and they don't want to mess with him. Most heroes don't want to mess with him. The only ones who even tried to do him during those 2 weeks was All Might or Endeavor. And they couldn't do shit. So, off Alex is just roaming the streets until he goes through this little alley and he sees some jerk slapping his chick. This lady is all we know as Inko. And the guy who slapped her was Deku's father. Uh, who and Deku doesn't exist yet, so don't worry about that. Whatever Deku's father, whatever his name is, fuck, don't matter. People just say that dude's all for one. Maybe he is. Who cares? So, Deku's father, or it's not his father because Deku does not exist, sees Alex standing there in between the alley. And somehow, this dumbass don't know who Alex is. You don't know who Alex is. Somehow. And he goes up to him and pretty much said, hey, but hooded fool, I think you should mind your own business. This ain't between you. And Inkos, as asking the hooded person to just please leave. And Alex Mercer's like, nah, you know what, fam? Takes out his finger and just flicks the man. Just flicks the man, and that dude goes flying back. Because Mercer tried to control his strength just as much as possible, not to kill this man. Because he just not trying to get the attention. Because at this point, Alex Mercer is a lot more chill. You know, he's not out here twiddling his mustache. I want to create the new world, Heller, with your daughter. Nah, he's just chilling, minding his own business. Don't really care. So after he just flicks what's his face, and saving Inko. Well, Inko is left laying there blushing because she never been stood up like that, or she never been saved in a way before. Because let's just say Inko pretty much lived a similar life to Deku and canon, to how he was treated so badly by Bakugo and those ass wipes in school. So mean, unnecessary. So as Alex Mercer leaves, Inko goes back home and contemplates on her life and pretty much goes to bed. Until she finally wakes up. And Mercer's there, crouching at her window. staring. Oh, so creepy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine yourself? You just sleeping. You wake up, and freaking Mercer is just crouching at your window, staring at you. You don't know what to think. So she's about to scream because she's kind of, you know, only in her pajamas. No underwear. Stop. Nothing's gonna happen yet. On out of the gutter for before she can scream. Mercer covers her mouth and says, "You drop this." Her purse. I don't know how the hell anyone would just leave without their purse, but you know, she was in a stressful situation with some douchebag ass white dude. So you can understand that she just wanted to go home and sleep. So Inko pretty much recognizes the man. You're recognizing the man and says, "You're Alex Mercer, aren't you?" And Mercer was like, "Yep, that's me, the one and only Alex freaking Mercer." So here's your wallet. Take it. She accepts her wallet back, purse, whatever I said, and thanks, pretty much thanks, Mercer, while trying to, you know, cover up half naked pajamas. Don't worry. Oh, sorry about that. This is new to me. I literally just got this little downloading thing, and I'm not 100% sure how it works. Just, just trying to make sure it wasn't connected to anybody's TV out there. So anyway, Inko asks Mercer if he has a place to stay. You know, because you know, Inko's a kind woman, and you know, she knows damn well Mercer doesn't have a place to stay. When has he ever had a place to fucking stay? Nigga's a bum. A super powered bum. And Mercer says, "No, I don't really have a place to stay. Are you offering yours?" As Inko blushes and says, "Only because you helped me last night. That's it. No other reason." As she, you know, turns away. And Mercer's like, "Alright, fine. Then I'll just get myself acquainted." So a few months pass. Mercer still roams the streets, and he's developing a good friendship with Inko, which eventually turns into a very good relationship. A real good relationship. They they go out. They go out. have themselves a few dates, and a few months later, for some odd reason, something takes over Mercer, and for some reason, he asks Inko to marry him. And seeing that, you know, in Inko's mind, that Alice Mercer is truly a good man. He's just misunderstood. A misunderstood cannibalistic murderer who slaughtered billions, but well, millions. I wouldn't say billions, but millions. He's just misunderstood. Accepting his proposal, getting married, and having their night of passion. If y'all want me to go into a bit more details, I will. But that's mostly for Deku, not for Mercer. And after that night of passion, love, and whatnot, a few months later, Inko's pregnant with our boy, Zuko Mercer. Yeah. Or Deku Mercer, whatever y'all want. So, at the let's do a little time skip. A time skip when Zuko is finally born. Coming out of the womb, the doctors see him sweating a little bit because Mercer's just at the window creeping. He should be in there with his child and wife, but he just being a creep and just at the window, crouching, staring at the doctor intensely. Because, that is the child. That is his child. That doctor's holding. So he's just staring with red eyes. Fury. Just making sure this doctor don't do nothing to his child. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing at all. They see it's a perfectly healthy boy. Like, healthier than usual. He's pretty much half human, half Black Light virus or Mercer virus. You can call it what you want. So that Black Light virus is just pretty much destroying any defects or any kind of disease Midoriya's human half might get him, but pretty much fine. So yeah, Deku Mercer, Zuko Mercer is born. So I say, a few years, like 4 or 5 years pass. Zuko, who is enjoying the powers he has in school, in kindergarten, whatnot. Everyone's seeing the crazy powers that he has, similar to his father Mercer. Is sort of freaked out, but kind of cool about it. Bakugo she's sort of jealous. Yeah, you heard me right. She is sort of jealous of Izuku's powers because her joint is just explosions. And even though she does try to mess with Izuku, bully him a little, call him names and all that, every time she looks at Izuku's face, she just blushes because, pretty boy Izuku. I'm just like, not say pretty boy. I don't want to say that about a 5-year-old child. Scratch that. Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all did not hear that. I ain't say that on my first video. Damn. Already trying to get the channel shut down. So let's just say a few years happen. Deku's in middle school, whatnot. 14, 15, however old they were. He's been training with his father. And absorbing not much innocent people, just a few villains, folks nobody will miss, and gaining his strength. Izuku, he right now has the claws, that big ass sword arm, and I'll let y'all choose the third one. Of course, he'll get the rest powers eventually. And if I don't give him the rest powers eventually, y'all make sure to find me. But yeah, I'll let y'all choose the third one. And I'll let y'all choose the third one. So right now, he has the claws and the big ass sword arm. While he was doing his training with his father. Hang on. Just talking outside. Try to wait till it's a little quiet. Sorry about this. Alright. I don't think it's gonna stop it anyway. Middle school, 15. Looking good. Strong, fit. Deku. Fresh black hair. Red eyes, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He's the talk of the school since, the son of freaking Alex Mercer. They both are scared. They both scared and kind of respect him because, they know Alex Mercer. They know how he is, but Izuku has stated many times that he wants to be a hero. He wants to be a hero. And the folks are like, you know what? Why not? Let him be a hero. No point in telling him that, he can't be a hero with those kind of powers. Because that would just be stupid to tell him, like, hey, no, you got a villain quirk. You got a villain quirk. So you can't be a hero. Say, all right, I'll just be a villain then. For what? I never say you could be. I never wanted you to be a villain. Then why you tell me you got a villain quirk? Anyway, nobody really makes fun of him besides Bakugo. But she is more teasing than anything, and he really doesn't care all that much. But it does get on his nerves at one point when they were in the hallway and whatnot, and Bakugo was just going off on him. Like, I'm gonna be the number one hero. You can't be the hero, Izuku. You can't be no damn hero, Izuku. Oh, you're a villain with that kind of quirk, and eventually it just gets to Deku, and he pretty much slams his hand on the wall. Pretty much do that little typical anime trope where the girl is at the back of the wall and the main character or whoever dude has his hand on the wall right next to her head, and pretty much Izuku says, Bakugo, I'm getting really tired of your shit. Alright? So please, leave me alone with all this bullying, or I'll break you, girl. And Bakugo would be angry with all this aggressiveness, and even though she's showing an angry face, she is sort of blushing hard. Because, she sort of likes Deku's aggressiveness because he mostly just shows she like meh, that, that word meh, that's Sasuke on that Sasuke shit. Not on Deku don't have any brothers he needs to kill. Or pink hair bitches he needs to ignore. But but he's more on that whatever. I don't care about anything. And Bakugo don't really care for that. So seeing this more angry, aggressive side of Izuku, well, she kind of likes it. Bakugo pretty much says, whatever, pushing Izuku away, walking while blushing hard, trying to cover up her face because she don't want anyone to see. So let's just say they're all back in class. That teacher comes in with all of them paperworks, whatnot. But I know how all y'all folks want to be heroes. Most of y'all have some dumbass quirks. I'm looking at you, stretchy eyes. Even though some of y'all side characters that no one is ever gonna see again, because there's only 2 people that are going to UA, and that is Mercer and Bakugo. Bakugo looking all angry at Izuku, but secretly happy that that he's coming with her to UA. But still puts up that her little act because She likes seeing Izuku all all aggressive, pretty much saying, slapping her hand on his desk. What the hell are you doing? Coming to UA with me? You know I'm gonna be number one hero. And honestly, I don't even know if you'll be able to take second place. Zuko standing up, looking over Bakugo with his red eyes. She's just, all quiet, blushing hard, and just pretty much, forget it, whatever. Going back to her seat. Zuko sits down, waiting for the day to end, reading his book and whatnot. I don't know why. Typical anime characters, anime main characters, always be reading their damn books, and they always have this tsundere girl that they're friends with, and they never end up with that chick. Or it's not the fact that they don't end up with that chick; they have a fucking harem. Usually, the second girl of the harem is like his best friend that he haven't seen in a while. And for some reason, that main character always ends up walking in the room while they're half naked or some shit like that. I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous. But that's besides the point. Shit recording. Okay, it's still recording. Good. Good. It's still recording. That's good. Real good. Anyway, it's kind of late. Y'all should know what time it is. If that's since you guys are seeing it right now. Anyway, Zuko finishing school, walking home under this, I don't know, bridge or whatever the fuck. I really should pull up like a timeline, a fucking timeline, because I'm honestly only remembering the events of My Hero Academia because of watching other what ifs. Note. I'll do other what ifs also, like Naruto ones, and that's it. Those are all these stories I know the fullest. Well, besides Dragon Overlord or anything like that. I'll come up with a list later. Anyway, he's under this bridge, walking, chilling, ain't bothering nobody until this damn sludge monster popping out of the sewers and decides to mess with the wrong dude. The wrong one. He's like, kid, I want your body, rubbing his nipples. Stop, I'm sorry. Zuko's like, I ain't all that Orochimaru pedophile shit. You can't have my body. So Sledge villain going in. Sorry. Mercer. Dodging. Weaving. This Sludge villain can barely even touch. Because pretty much Zuko technically already fought the strongest man in the world. Our boy Alex. Though though Izuku never wins, he at least fights and trains with Alex. So as he's dodging, jumps, run across, run up the building as high as he can, jumps, and then he does that little head drop thing. Y'all know that one move from Punch, that really powerful move where Alex Mercer, I think he just drops down heads first, just tunnel down. Y'all should know, if y'all true prototype fans, y'all should know that move. So he jumps down, flying, boosh, into the sludge villain. Shockwave everywhere, whatnot. Sludge villain splatters over the place, and jumping in late as fuck, All Might. Seeing, and in his point of view, sludge villain, his ass whooped while Deku, with his claws out, staring at him. All Might, recognizing those claws, are a little freaked out. But, he doesn't do anything because, the folks in Japan made an agreement with Mercer. Well, you know how it is. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with us. Deal. It's like, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal indeed. So, as All Might, seeing this, sludge been all splattered and stuff, he comes in and pretty much says, good job, kid. That was mighty impressive. Deck was like, you didn't see a damn thing. What are you talking about? You just got here. It's like, All Might's like, yes. Anyway, what is your name? Izuku Mercer. Ah, and your quirk? You know I don't have a quirk. You know what this power is. So technically, I'm quirkless. Funny how this man alive is technically quirkless. Meaning my dad, not me. I'm pretty much second place to him. Not in a disrespectful way. He's not like, oh, you're just second place to me. I'm just like, I think that to myself. He doesn't think that to me. He loves me. I'm his boy. I'm his son. But that's besides the point. I think you should be on your way with this creature right here before I absorb him. Wow, the sludge villain's scared as fuck, whatnot. All Might collects him and pretty much says, well, we'll see ya, kid. I'm out of here. Boosh. flying away, or that nigga can't fly. But doing that a bit too strong because, he was just trying to get away from Deku. It's like, weird kid. Get away from Deku, whatnot. Sorry, I was just looking at the time. Trying to get away from Deku. The bottle falls off, crashes into the street. Bakugo just walking her ass home. She's all angry. She's like, stupid Deku. I hate him. I hate him. But there's other annoying shit out of me. I want to hate him, but I can't. But I do. But not really. Whatever. As she kicks the bottle, Sludge Villain breaks free. They all hear explosions. They all hear explosions. Useless ass heroes who ain't doing shit surrounds the place, trying to keep people away. Midoriya comes jumping, is hearing the explosions, and now he's seeing his somewhat friend. I don't know. They never really hang out much in kindergarten. Never really talked about the kindergarten, but it don't matter. I'm not gonna bring it up. There's no reason to. Reason to. And if y'all want shorter Ghost and videos that are not almost 50 fucking minutes, tell me. And I'll shorten it maybe to like 30 minutes or 20. To make a better story, if that's what you want. Anyway, seeing his somewhat friend, not friend, in trouble, Midoriya jumps in, full speed, grabbing Bakugo, holding her head to make sure she don't get that whiplash, because it's really bad. Someone that fast coming straight at you, you don't want that whiplash. Saving Bakugo. Throwing her to the heroes. Jumping up. Doing that same goddamn orbital strike shit, whatever it's called. Boom. Into the sludge villain. Everyone sort of scared, yet also praising Deku for his heroics. The heroes sort of praise him and scold him a little bit for, like, kid, you don't have a license, you can't be doing that. That was amazing, and we appreciate. Deku's like, cool, thanks, that's nice, I appreciate it too. Just try to save my friend, I guess. As whatever, as he walks away to another alley. What is with the bursters in fucking alleys? Walks to the alley. Bakugo comes running up. So, Zuko, I didn't need your help or anything like that. So, buzz off. Deku turning around is like, hold up. Did you just call me a Zuko? She blushes real hard. Like redder than a not to blush. And that's what, what I'm saying? And she's like, no, whatever, stupid Deku. That she just runs away, and All Might coming in and saying, "Kid, that shit was amazing." So, kid, what are you planning on doing in the future? I'm gonna be a hero, Deku says. Hmm. Even though most people would see the powers your father has as villainous, I do believe you can do some real good with it. So keep your head up, kid, and go be a hero. As All Might jumps away, Deku's like, I, as he leaves back home, Inko Mercer doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? It's funny how most families end up having most families, whoever they end up marrying, their wife or whatever, and their wife taking up their last name usually has a name that rolls off the tongue. You know what I'm saying? They take their husband's last name and it fits well for them. Crazy, huh? Inko Mercer doesn't really roll off the tongue like that. So how about Inko Midoriya Mercer? Midoriya will be her middle name. So Inko Midoriya Mercer. And that's pretty much Izuku Midoriya Mercer. Why would she have the same middle name as his mother? I mean, who cares? Even though Izuku Mercer does sound better. She goes, he goes, so Deku goes home. Deku goes home. Midoriya, Inko, opening the door real quick, hearing her son walking in. It just tackles the man, you know, tackles the man, you know, so crying just a little bit because, she saw in the news all worried about him. Even though she knows how strong he is, she still worries. That's her baby. That's her baby. And he's like, Ma, I know you saw in the news. I'm fine. I'm good. Really? Yeah, I'm planning on going to UA. Planning on going to UA. Right? And Mercer's like, Alex is like, well, all right then. We should do a little bit more training. More training. And during those 10 months of training, he eventually gets that third power, which you guys will pick if you want to or not. Or not. And after those 10 months, he goes to UA, to that entrance, to the entrance, walking in, hair flowing, black hair, red eyes. Everybody looking at him because they know who his father is. Some of the guys kind of jealous because of his powers. Some of the ladies blushing. He's walking in, and ready to start his first little test. And that's where I'm gonna end it off. I know that's a dick move, but whatever. This video's a bit too long, and it's getting kinda late. I might do another video, We'll see. Until then, until then, I'm ending this off. So, thanks for watching, good folks, and goodbye.